What would you do if you knew you were being watched? If you were, say for instance, alone in your house, and you had that feeling, the dread, what would you do? How would you react? Who would you tell? That's what I would like to talk about today. There's an account on TikTok called Minecraft Xbox 360 Stuff that is still active today and is posting very interesting and alarming posts about something in the world. It's unknown how long this thing has been in the world, though it dates back to the first time this person visits the Woodland Mansion. They explore throughout the Woodland Mansion for quite some time, rounding around corners, detailing what they find within the mansion. But suddenly, in I believe the middle of the slideshow, we see something standing at the end of the hallway. It almost looks like a worn out or ashy looking version of Steve. People in the comments started pointing it out, asking if this was real, or if this was an ARG. By the way, throughout the entirety of this video, I may sound a little bit rough. It's because my throat is like insanely scratchy right now. So now I've got this like low monotone voice to do the voiceover on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This account started really lighthearted, as someone who wanted to reminisce about the old times of playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360. I imagine like most of us nowadays who still play Minecraft still think about those days. This person just happened to be lucky enough to own a 360 and still be able to play. The first video is a house tour, different details, overall just showing off what he has in his house. Excited to start his almost re-experience of what it was like to play back then. His next video is one of him exploring a cave, finding golds and riches. The music in the background is lively, showing off a fun time, showing off that he's having a fun time, that he's reminiscing. The next video is the Woodland Mansion video, where whatever this thing is becomes visible for the first time to the people. They start pointing it out, though the creator feigns ignorance, not seeing it the first time around. The next video is a second part to the house tour, going over small revamps that the creator did, though nothing explicitly weird happens in the video, leaving people sort of weirded out, nervous, on edge, expecting something to be there, yet nothing was there. Though this all starts to change with the next post.
I don't usually make this type of video, but I needed to show this. When I was making a new mining video, I saw someone. In this, I was just showing the cave. Keep in mind, I'm in single player. Peaceful. There was a hole going straight down into the cave from the ceiling. I thought it was just weird generation.
It in fact was not. In this picture here, shrouded in the darkness, someone stands, watching, stalking, lurking.
I did a 180 and mined out of the cave after the picture. I seriously don't know who that was or how they're in my game, but I'm pretty freaked out.
It is now at this point that the creator acknowledges the creature's existence, unsure of how it came to be in his world. His next post is about a small adventure he went on of going to a jungle temple and the Nether to collect gold for a project that he's working on. Now, coming to this conclusion of seeing this thing and the involvement of gold and it being Minecraft, I'm pretty sure you, the viewer, can assume where this is going. You could already probably guess what this project is. It's a Herobrine shrine. People in the comments had been assuming that Herobrine may have haunted this man's world, so he constructed a shrine to prove something. Not sure what, but as a result, something interesting occurs.
Hey guys, something strange happened. The shrine is gone, and there's a giant hole in its place. I saw the comments saying how someone was in the last video, and even in the mansion one. I'm getting pretty freaked out. I don't want to abandon this world, as I started it with my brother when I was younger. But I'm gonna have to. Well, I got to the bottom, and it's just a hole to a white area. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty scared after all of this. I just want to make Minecraft videos, not this horror movie stuff. If anyone can explain this, please tell me.
If it's not obvious enough, it's getting to the player, to the creator. This person, this Steve, this thing, it's starting to get to his head, and he knows it. Something important that should be brought up is that this person, the creator, the person we've been watching, experiencing all this with, had a brother who was briefly mentioned in the last post. Though in this one, he details who he was and where he was. He went to a psychiatric facility when our main person was 12 and grew distant after they grew up. His brother chose a path that was more or less frowned upon in society. It eventually led to his death. The main person expresses sympathy for themselves, expressing that they do miss their brother, but they don't at the same time. It's a weird feeling. But at the end of the slideshow, a picture of the flowers in the cave is shown again. This picture has significance. In the same video where it's detailed what happened to our character's brother, some people started theorizing that this thing, this Steve that's been watching and stalking our player, is somehow his spirit. The creator of these videos immediately shot that fan theory down, citing that it would be weird if his own brother's spirit came back to haunt him in such a malicious way. I'm under the same opinion. In the comments of that video, people started recognizing something. It looked like a psychiatric ward in some odd way. People immediately started connecting it to his brother, further feeding the fan theory that he had already shot down. Things just got worse from there.
Hey guys, I think I'm done trying to go into caves. I was just trying to get diamonds and gold. When I saw this divot, this genuinely scared me to my core. I got to the end, and it was just fences and a light, super dark behind it. My game got super laggy, and the audio got very distorted. I started leaving the tunnel, and when I turned my back with third person, I saw this.
We finally get our first really good look at whatever this thing is. And it is haunting to look at. Its eyes are empty sockets. Its teeth are white and jagged. Its jaw lay unhinged. What is this thing?
I am your god. The end is now. You will die. Goodbye.
Putting it through a cipher, that is the result. One thing's for certain, it is definitely not friendly, and whatever intentions it has, however it is stalking our person, it wants him dead. His next post was even more disturbing than that. He gained several pictures of this thing in the darkness throughout different sections while playing. One of them is the closest we'll ever get to seeing it.
Hey guys, I know I've been gone for a while. To be honest, I'm just afraid to play. I got 3 images of something. Here's the first. I was just trying to check out a little cave I found. Of course, it is there. I went into a ravine I found near my house. I thought it being day would make it go away. But no. This next image is probably the closest I'll ever get to this thing. I only got the picture because I jumped so hard I accidentally took a photo. My game crashed when I saw it. Lots of people were saying it might be my brother. I just want to say, why would my brother's ghost be appearing as a tall creature that crashes my game? Wouldn't he just want to see me without scaring the shit out of me? Anyways, I might take another break. When I come back, I'll be on a new world. I don't want to deal with ghosts haunting my Minecraft world.
The creature is evolving, and it's getting to a point where its clothes don't even fit its body anymore. Its arms are grossly distorted. Its face is obscured. But as we'll soon see, its features are nothing but just genuinely haunting images. When the poster posts next, it's revealed that he's in a new world, and the video is a house tour. Now, I would show the images here, but it's just more of the same as we've seen before. The only points of interest are these photos here. A strange villager shows up to his house, who he then follows back to a village with a well peeking over the hill. The thing is about this village that I learned later on is that there was only one house and this well, which was considerably weird considering the generation. Now, to preface, I don't know if I still have the image. I might be able to go find it, and if I do, I'll post it here. But he comes across this cave near his house, and that's when the next post comes in. As you can see, it followed him into the cave, as he had predicted. It's at this point that I officially established contact with the creator, who I will now be referring to as Mason. And we began talking about different subjects, about his videos, even stuff that happened before they were even posted. One thing we started doing was color coding images of different variations of this Cave Steve. This is the result of what we got. After color correcting it, we can see it now. It has human eyes and a very abnormal smile. It looks like it's hungry, like it wants blood. Not a few minutes after, we start talking, and Mason brings up a structure in the sky that he has yet to explore at the far edges of his map. He goes to explore the next day. This is the result. Mason informed me that he had posted the video. I went ahead and looked through all the slides, noticing the eerily dark hallways, and I immediately went to increasing the brightness. But I didn't find anything. That is until later, I asked if Mason could take a look. TikTok compresses images to where the viewers can't see everything so clearly. There's pixels, missing pieces. There was something I missed. In one of the hallways, it was there, watching him, just from beyond the veil. Something interesting to note is that afterwards, after we found the creature, I asked Mason if the building looked any familiar to him, since it looked like a school. I had figured, maybe if this thing really is that much of a threat, that it somehow knew where he went to school. He answered it looked like his elementary school, the same layout and everything, the way the cafeteria looked, and the parking lot outside. This thing knew where he went to school. There's something I purposefully left out. Mason went back to one of his older worlds, where he found a notebook that he didn't write. He don't know who wrote it. But it just had these crazed ramblings. Inexplicably crazed. And the same phrase was just repeated over and over. But when he went back, something was different. 13, 1, 19, 15, 14. If you're anything like me, you decided to decipher these in alphabetical number. It spells Mason. The creature knows his name. Instinctively, after seeing that last image, I decided to brighten it, and something was in it, but due to TikTok's compression, I couldn't tell what it was. I asked Mason if he could figure out what it is, since he had the original file. What we found was disturbing. The only way I could describe this creature is ghastly, empty sockets, gaping jaw. Absolutely horrific. This isn't natural in any respects, especially in Minecraft. But this isn't the same thing as Steve. So, this is something else. It'll have to be discussed later on, or maybe I can get Mason to go back to that world and figure out what that thing was. But there's more things to be focused on, because that Steve is still in his main world, and it is relentless, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon.
It would be a month before Mason returned to his account. I grew weary at this time, because after he had spotted the thing, we had continued to talk for a little while, discussing that there are now 2 entities. But he vanished. So, I started to worry, eagerly waiting for his next post, just to be able to message him next, to make sure he's okay. It's not staying in one world anymore. It's moving. It was evident enough when Mason moved to a new world, but this is the 3rd time now. This thing is moving throughout the game, whether it's a corrupted file or some creature that has no explicable origin or reason. It's still tracking, stalking, and watching him. This trend would further to continue in his next post. Tragically, fitting for a world, for a creature of its kind, there's only one more post to this day, and it dates back to a few days ago. I haven't really heard from Mason since. Well, since before the post was made. I don't know about how he is, or if he's seen it again, or even been on the game since. I worry for him, for I know that this thing is closing in on him. I hope he's okay. It sent him an audio file. It is so odd to consider that this could possibly be its voice. Now, as it said in the video, I had pointed out in the tutorial and Halloween video, it had said consume and engulf in the descriptions. He claims not to have written it. It's gotten into his phone. It's in his TikTok. This is just a little theory of mine, but I feel like soon, in the next upcoming posts, if he ever does post again, it's going to be from this thing. Maybe it conveys some sort of message. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just is curious and is just experimenting what it can do. But the final look of it, just as the video ended, it looks different. It looks like it's grown fingernails. You can still see its pupils now, and its arms look longer. Now, to end off this video, I haven't heard from Mason much since, but I hope he responds soon. Do with you will with this information as you please. But that's all for now. Goodbye.